Hello friends and family, and welcome to my channel. The temperature is rising in the pond. The bog filter has been on for a while and the plant has started to grow. So now I think it's the time to start up the main filtering system, and I will take you through my yearly process of filter start. So without further ado, let's do this. So the first task is to put the waste pipes in. This is clear glass, so I can see when I flush the system. And this one will connect to waste from the bead filter. Here is the waste pipe to drain and flush the system. And I think it's a good idea to do it right now. There goes the dirt from the bottom and some leaves and debris. That's about it. Now it's totally clean in the pipework. So I close it. So this is the equipment I need to put into the sieve filter. That's the sieve plate, a plastic divider sheet. This is the float switch, I think it's called. Please let me know in the comment. That's the one who controls the water level below in the sieve filter. And this is the output to the pump. So the sieve sheet is in place. The water director and underneath in here you see the outlet and the floating switch. So the next thing is to connect the sieve filter. Sieve filter has been connected and it's time to flush it to clean it up a little bit. Here comes the water. I think that's about it. Like that. So this is the pump I'm currently using. Pond Team Techno 30,000 liters. It's a variable pump which I can run a lot lower. Normally I don't run it more than 20,000. So the pump is mounted on the sieve filter, and this white connection is for the check valve. I have prepared it, but I think I'm gonna go with preparing the bead filter now. So this is the 6-way valve, including a bypass system. This is the bypass, and those two connections goes to the filter. The white one goes to the check valve, and this one goes out to the rest of the system. The pump, check valve into the bead filter, and this is the 6-way valve, and back here is the pipe to waste, which will be connected to this one. So this is the pipe for waste from the bead filter. As you can see, a nice big transparent pipe to see the status of the water going out. The solution that the manufacturer provided was this tiny little yeah, cup, or what do you call it. So yeah, it's really good to have a nice big transparent pipe, much better. So waste from the bottom drain from the pond goes here, and waste from bead filter connects down there to the same waste out. So this is the first part of the return to the pond. This part goes to the bypass on the valve system, and it goes here and it divides, one to UV and one straight back to the pond. So this is where the outlet connects to the bypass. The bypass is there, down to the bottom of the filter pit. That is an outlet for the UV filter, and this one goes up and connects to the two outlets here. I have some valve there to regulate the flow. But first we're going to get the UV filter out, which should be right here. So this is the UV sterilizer unit I'm currently using. It's a Aquaforte 75 watts, and I use it just 2 or 3 months in the peak of the summer, otherwise it's not necessary for me. This is the ball valve that I use to close the UV unit if I need to take it off and service. So the UV sterilizer has been mounted. As you can see, it divides here into the UV, and I use a bypass to get up to here. So the next task is to get the flow meters and the ball valves to control this system on. This is the gear I use for flow control. There's ball valves and flow meters. It's quite hard to understand how it fits together, so it's better I just mount it and show you. So all of the pipe work has been mounted, as you can see. One line through the UV and one bypass, and totally control of the flow in each line. Going up here, both of them, where there's one outlet to the left side of the pond and one outlet to the right side of the pond. So therefore I can change the direction of the flow in the pond. So yeah, I'm just going to tighten everything up, get the pump controller in, and we see how it looks when it's up and running. I almost forgot the fan blower for the bead filter. It's only used when cleaning the filter, and the first 2 or 3 weeks the filter is just going to mature, so I don't really need it at the moment, but for a video like this I think it's important to show the whole system. So this one will be mounted on the bead filter. So the air blower is fitted to the bypass system and the 6-way valve. This is the pump controller, and it's time to start up the system soon. But I think I have one improvement to do first. The last year I have just hang it on the pipework and with a plastic bag on it doesn't look very good and not so practical. So I'm gonna find out a new way to mount it so it looks better and easier to handle. So I'm gonna figure something out and come back and show you. So the weather has turned and I got an instant test of my new solution for the pump controller. Underneath this one, it's in there in a plastic box, right where I need it when I'm backflashing the filter. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna prepare the bead filter for backflash, and that's the next step. So 6-way valve on backwash, bypass closed, both of them, and this little air outlet open. So let's try this. I put the 6-way valve in the rinse position. I close the bypass and open that little valve that lets air out of the system. So we're gonna fill this system up now. Now it started. The air is coming out. Here comes the water. Now the system is full. So I have filled the system up. I have flushed it and corrected a few small leaks. The valve is now closed. I open the bypass like that. The UV is still closed. This bypass from the UV is open and open out to the pond. So the non-return valve opens. It flushes into the bead filter, coming out from the bead filter here, coming up here. You can see the lowest possible is around, what is that, 10 cubic meter an hour. That's how I'm running it now, and back to the pond. Before I wrap up this video, I want to show you what the most important part for getting the system up and running. I always keep a selection of all the rubber sealings I need. So if one is leaking, just quickly replace it. And this tool is it's called a shaft holder. It's made for holding heavy duty shafts in the industry, and it works really good to tighten the screw connector, so that's good one. So the weather have turned quite dramatically. Now it's it's almost snowing, very cold, very wet, and yeah, so I need to go inside, but the system is running now, and I'm filling up the pond from my backwash and flushing. So yeah, even if it doesn't look like it, spring is on the way. Happy days. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.